Hi champions, Miss Sutherland here. We are on week 2 of digital learning, so congratulations, you made it. We are going to be reviewing addition with regrouping up to the tens and to the hundreds this week. These are skills you should have learned at the beginning of the year. You even started learning about it in 2nd grade. But we're going to review it because it is important. I know you will do bigger numbers in 4th and 5th grade. So we're going to strengthen your skills. We're going to look at this section with the picture. This is our vocabulary. You might hear me say some of these words. These are parts of a addition number sentence. The numbers that are added together, this is called an addend. The signs we're going to be using are plus and equals, which you should be familiar with. And then the most important one to me is the answer to an addition problem is called the sum. Okay, so you're going to hear me definitely saying this. This is the answer just to an addition problem. And we're going to be using this vocabulary throughout the week. Okay, we're going to practice 2 different strategies today. The most important thing about these 2 different strategies is you're going to pick the one that works best for you. Those of you who want to challenge yourself, you can try both, but I really want you to make sure that you're successful in at least one. The most important part about this is that you need to get the correct answer. So one of the strategies might seem like they're less steps than the other one, but I want to make sure that you're picking the one that works best for you. Now let's talk about the 2 strategies. One is called place value strategy. This one is actually from your Stepping Stones book, and then the other one is the standard algorithm, which your families, your parents might be more familiar with. Either one will get you the right answer. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to split my screen because I'm going to show you both ways because I want you to pick the one that works best for you and to show you you'll get the same answer. So this is number 1, this is using strategy 1, and this is using strategy number 2, okay? So we're going to take the following number and add numbers and add them together. We're going to do 22 plus 39, okay? So let's start on the place value side. I'm going to use some different colors here just to show you how they work together. So I'm going to write the ones, I'm going to stack the numbers up. So it's a good idea to get in the habit of putting the bigger number on top. So I'm going to write 39 plus 22. But now I'm going to color code them for you. So I'm going to put the ones place in purple. And I'm going to put the tens place in red. And I did that on purpose. So I'm also going to label that this is the ones and this is the tens. O stands for ones, T stands for tens. So let's take the ones place and add 9 plus 2. 9 plus 2 is 11. I'm going to put the 11 at the bottom here. Okay. Now I'm going to go to the tens place. And it's not just 3 plus 2. It's actually 3 tens plus 2 tens. So like 30 plus 20 would be 50. Now I can add them up. The ones place, we always start in the ones. 1 plus 0 is 1, and 5 plus 1 is 6. So the answer should be 61. Okay? Now let me show you the standard algorithm. It's going to give you the same answer. I'm going to stack up my numbers. This time I'm not going to worry about color coordinating them. So we still start in the ones place, ones and tens. So I'm going to add 9 plus 2 is 11, but this time I'm going to bring down the 1 and regroup the 1. Okay, we cannot put 11 at the bottom for this one because we're going to do it with less steps. Okay, so now we're in the tens place. 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 plus 2 is 6. It also gives me 61. So again, both answers give you the same thing. The one thing I'm going to caution you on is a lot of times I've seen students forget about this regrouped number. That is why the place value strategy to me helps you not forget the regrouped number because it brings it down. But again, both ways gave me the same answer. So hopefully you looked at both. I'm going to keep doing some problems that will do both ways. Okay? All right, let's do the next problem. So this will be problem number 2. I'm going to split my screen again. This will be the place value way, and this will be standard algorithm. All right, we're still doing numbers just to the tens. So I'm going to do the number 18 plus 35. I'm going to write it both directions. Now I am writing this number horizontally, but we always want to stack our numbers going up and down. That's called vertically. Okay, so we want to stack our numbers. But these are the problems we're going to do. So let's start with our place value way. So I always start by just stacking it. Remember we talked about putting the bigger number on top. That'll help us when we get to some adding different types of numbers and also when we get to subtraction. So here's me stacking my numbers. I have the ones place and the tens place stacked on top. Remember, I'm going to color coordinate it again. So I'm going to do the ones place in purple. And I'm going to do the tens place in red. You can pick whichever colors you want, but I want to keep it. So I want to keep it organized. So let's start with the ones place. Oh, I forgot to label my chart, ones and tens. Okay, so the ones place has a 5 and 8, so I'm going to add 5 and 8. Let's start with the 8. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I'm going to put the number 13 down here. Notice the 3 is under the ones place and the 1 is under the tens place, so I'm still lining it up. Okay, now I'm going to go and get my red and add the tens place. Remember, it's not just 3 plus 1. It's 3 tens plus 1 10. So 30 plus 10 is 40. Now I add 3 plus 0 is 3. 1 10 plus 4 tens is 5 tens. The answer should be 53. Let's check to see if we're right on the other side. So again, I'm going to stack my numbers. For the standard algorithm, you do not have to color coordinate. But let's see. So this time, we always start in the ones place no matter what. Over here, remember we said 8 plus 5 was 13. Let's check. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So the number 13 looks like this. So the 3 is going to stay in the ones place, and the 1 is going to be regrouped. Remember, we put it up top. If it helps you, you can circle that number so you know that it's there and you don't forget about it. So now I go to the tens place. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 53. Did I get the same answer on both sides? Yes, I did. We're going to try one more. I'd like you to pause your screen, and I'd like you to try both on your own if you want to challenge. If not, I'd like you to just try the one that you feel the most comfortable with. So I want you, once I write the math problem down, I'd like you to pause your screen, try the problem, and then press play again so we can check our work, okay? This one we're going to do is number 3. We're doing 56 plus 24. So go ahead and pause, pick which one works best for you, and then press play when you're ready to check your answer. All right, now let's check it together. So I'm going to stack the numbers, bigger one on top, 56 plus 24. I'm starting on the place value side. Now I'm going to go back and pick my colors. So the ones place, I'm going to make purple again, and the tens place, I'm going to make red. Hopefully you labeled the ones and tens place. If you didn't, go back and do that, ones and tens. Go back and pick the color that you had. So in the ones place, I have 6 plus 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the 10 comes here. 0 goes under the ones place, the 1 goes under the tens place. Now I go to the tens place. Remember, it's not 5 plus 2, it's 5 tens, which is 50, 2 tens, which is 20. So 50 plus 20 is 70. Now I add it up, start with the 1, 0 plus 0 is 0, 7 tens plus 1 10 is 8. The answer should be 80. So if you tried the place value way, check to see if you got the same answer as me. If you got the standard algorithm way, you'll know if your answer is right if you got 80, but let's check. So we always start in the ones place. 6 plus 4 is 10. Remember, the number 10 has a 0 in the ones, and the 1 goes in the tens place. So let's follow that. The 0 goes here. The 1 goes up here to be regrouped. I'm going to circle it so I don't forget. And then 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. Yay, we got the same answer. So at this point, you should be deciding which one works best for you. A good idea would be to try one way, and if it confuses you, look at the video again and pick the other way. Okay, champions, now it's your turn. So you can use any of the two strategies, the place value or standard algorithm. Show your work, make sure you stack your numbers. So remember, stacking is when you put the numbers on top of each other. We do not add the numbers horizontally. This is vertically. You do not add them this way because when we start regrouping, you need to be able to easily see the tens place. Okay, so a good idea also would be you could use a calculator to check your work, not a calculator to do your work. Showing your work is your brain, okay, but calculator to check your work. Here are the 6 problems. You'll notice they're all 2-digit by 2-digit. So they are written horizontally. I want you to stack them vertically. And there is a bonus here at the bottom. It's just adding 3 numbers together. Just a little challenge to see if you get the right answer. So that is your assignment today. We do have a riddle. So the riddle for today is, are monsters, that's an S, you know how my S's are, good at math? So tune in tomorrow for tomorrow's WebEx meeting, and we'll go over the answer. Thanks, champions. Good luck.